Welcome back, everyone. It's been a while since we posted any new videos. We try to only post when we have something new to say, and after speaking to many students, we have a lot of new things to say, so we're going to be putting out 4 or 5 videos in the next few days. Make sure you watch them all. Make sure you subscribe after you watch so you get notification from the new videos. A section that is beginning to be tested very heavily by the state board exams in every state has to do with hair, skin, and scalp analysis, particularly scalp diseases and disorders. They test very heavily on this for several reasons, in no particular order. One, it's complicated. There's a lot of terminology that no one's familiar with. It's all Latin medical terms. Nobody really says these things in daily conversation. The other reason is none of the cosmetology or barber teachers ever teach it. So you're going in there cold turkey, so to speak, and everyone's coming out failing with dismal scores in this particular section. I mean, as though chemical services wasn't difficult enough, now you've got medical terminology for scalp diseases and disorders. So we're going to start in this first video going over something that happened to us a while back. A man called from Florida, and he began his conversation by saying, "Who knew there was so much to know about dandruff?" Well, there's actually a lot to know about dandruff in the barbershop and beauty salon and on your state board exam. Now, dandruff is discussed in chapter 11 of this book. It's discussed in chapter 11 of this book. In this newer book, it's discussed in chapter 8. Now, all those books are from a company called Milady. The actual parent company is Cengage. It's called Milady in our industry. Now, this is a competitor, Salon Fundamentals. It's in chapter 2. So the point I'm getting at here is this information on your test is coming out of 4 different textbooks. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say you didn't read 4 textbooks. Okay? I mean, I certainly didn't when I was in school. Most of my students don't even read 1 textbook. I had a school for almost 25 years, and I can tell you it was rare to see a student who had actually read the entire book. Now, a well-read book would resemble this. See all these page notations and pages falling out? That's what a well-read book looks like. You don't see very many of those in cosmetology or barber school. That's what we're here to help you. We're going to talk today about a subject called pityriasis. As I said a few minutes ago, a man called our office not so long ago and said, "Who knew there was so much to know about dandruff?" A lot. On your state board exam, dandruff is referred to as pityriasis. Pityriasis. Now, 1,000 years ago when I was in school, my teacher said, "Pity anyone who has dandruff." We all laughed. But you know what? When I was taking my state board exam and I asked for the word pityriasis, I thought about her and I remembered that. And I've used that line for many years. And having many students come back and tell me, "You know, Michael, when I took my test and I saw pityriasis, I thought what you said about your teacher. Pity anyone who has dandruff." Who cares how you remember these things? Just remember them. You're never going to tell your client they have pityriasis. Your client's never going to tell you, "I have pityriasis, what should I do?" People say dandruff. The state board exam says pityriasis. And there are 2 types. There's pityriasis capitis simplex, and there's pityriasis steatoides. Now again, as I've said many times, our medical system and our legal system is all in Latin. Strangely enough, no one speaks Latin, except possibly priests in the Catholic Church. But you'll need to know these terms to pass your test. Pityriasis is the Latin medical term for dandruff. Capitis, coming from the word cap, is the medical or Latin term for head, like a baseball cap. Cap means head. Okay, simplex, we get the English word simple. So pityriasis capitis simplex. Sounds like a lot. What does it say? It says ordinary, white, flaky dandruff on your head. Dandruff, capitis, head, simplex, simple. Simple, everyday, white, dry, flaky dandruff. It's easily cured. Go to the store, get dandruff shampoo. Or in your barbershop or salon, have dandruff shampoo on your back shampoo bar. Any good barbershop or salon will have it because people have pityriasis. On your test, pityriasis capitis simplex. Ordinary, old-fashioned, everybody knows it, white, flaky dandruff caused by many things. Coloring your hair, perming your hair, relaxing your hair. It can be caused by severe changes in weather. If weather gets really cold all of a sudden. It can be caused by very strong shampoos. A lot of things can cause dandruff. It's not a big problem. You just get dandruff shampoo and fix it. The problem on your test is Pityriasis steatoides. This in your book says a greasy, waxy dandruff. Now your book goes into great lengths to say dandruff is not contagious, and that is true. Dandruff is nothing more than dry, flaky skin. But when it gets stuck on your head, and then with the oil and the grease from your own scalp, then it becomes Pityriasis steatoides, and it becomes a perfect home for bacteria infections. You go to the grocery store, everything is covered in bacteria in our world. You touch the carts, your head gets itchy, you scratch your head, now you've put the bacteria and the greasy, waxy buildup on your head, and now you have Pityriasis steatoides. Again, it's not the dandruff that's contagious, it's the bacteria in the dandruff. And as your book says, you need to go to a physician or a medical personnel. You cannot cure this in the barbershop, in the beauty salon. You cannot cure it by going to Sally's or Cosmoprof or Walmart, wherever it is you go. You need to go to a medical provider and get a prescription to get rid of it. Pityriasis steatoides. Again, a whole lot to say about dandruff. Pityriasis capitis simplex, ordinary, everyday, dry, flaky dandruff. Pityriasis steatoides, greasy, waxy dandruff that requires medical intervention to get rid of. They will need to give you a prescription. Now, for the next video, we're going to talk about tinea, another favorite of the topic on the state board that no one seems to ever really understand about. But we'll conclude this video by saying make sure you subscribe below. If you have any questions, give us a call, 760-534-4434. We also have private tutoring available for anyone who's interested. Again, give us a call, 760-534-4434 to set up your schedule. Whatever works for you, we can accommodate your schedule 7 days a week. Very soon, we'll be going to be putting together group classes via Zoom. Very affordable price. We can have many people as need. It'll be a 1-hour class, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Finally, visit our website, www.cosmetologystateboardexam.com, and look forward to our next video. Thank you.